Hello and welcome to MJ Studies. Today we will discuss about how we can permanently give internet to our private subnet and how we can convert our private subnet to our public subnet. So we'll see all these things and we'll do this thing with the help of internet gateway. So we'll check what is internet gateway and how we can create internet gateway, how we can configure all those things in our AWS. We'll see all those things. So yeah, without any delay we'll start that how we can create our how we can just configure our private subnet to our public subnet. So as you know that in the previous videos we created the VPC. If you don't see our networking series, so I'll ping that playlist in the I button, so just go and check for the networking series uh, videos. And yeah, so as you know that we created in our previous videos we created VPC, we created subnets, we created two subnets before in our previous video, MJ study subnet 1, MJ study subnet 2, with the different network range which is 1.0 and 2.0. We also created one route table. If you check for that video, then you'll find that how we can create route table and how we can associate and how we can configure route table. So you can see all those things over there. So yeah, here you see that we created MJ study route in our video. So now today what we do, we'll creating the internet gateway. Before creating the internet gateway, what we do, we are going to create our EC2 instance within our this VPC which we created, which is a custom VPC. So here we are going to create our VPC. Currently there is no running instance over there, so I am going to launch the new instance over here. We are giving the mjstudy study. Now choose the web server is Ubuntu. It's a free tier 1. We are going to check for the free tier eligibility and it's eligible. Going to select for the key pair. Now here in the networking settings, what we need to do, we need to edit the networking setting from here and going to check for the VPC which we created. Now here we can select the subnet, either subnet 1, subnet 2, because only these two subnets are belongs to this VPC. We can create multiple subnets in this VPC according to our IPv range which we selected. We can also select, we can also create multiple CIDR blocks in our this VPC. So yeah, here we can select subnet 1. Now here it gives us functionality for auto assign public IP, or you want to choose for the elastic IP address. So what we can do, we are going to enable auto assign public IPs because we want public IP, we don't want any elastic IP for this instance as of now. Now here it asks for this firewall. It means security group, that you want to create a security group or you have an existing security group. So we are going to take the existing security group, which includes port 22 and port 80 enabled. Here is the storage. You can choose the storage according to your need, and the GBs according to your need, up till 30 GB. It is covered under the free tier eligibility criteria. You can check over here. In the advanced setting there are so many settings. You can do health checks, IP and stop instance termination, protection, RAM disk protection, and all the there are multiple protections and multiple maintenance rules, metadata so are over there, so you can check according to you and you can enable and disable according to you. You can also mention the user data script if you want to mention any script over here. Now after that we are going to launch the instance. So here our instance is successfully launched, and you see it is running and it's running successfully. So what we need to do, we need to check for connecting this instance. So to connect this instance, we are going to check this instance and just click on connect. When we click on connect, it gives us options, multiple options to connect with the instance. We are going to connect with EC2 instance connect. It gives us facility to connect with this instance with this web browser. So we are going to connect with the instance over here. Now here you see that the stabilizing connection and here the IP addresses and private IP are there. Oh, you found that there is a failed to connect instance. Why it comes? Because our instance currently not connected to any internet connection. Our instance is not connect with internet. That's why, because our current subnet ID is a private subnet ID. So to connect with this instance, what we need to do, we need to change our private subnet ID to public subnet ID. So how we can do this? So to do this, we are going to first we are going to create an internet gateway. Here we are going to create internet gateway. Internet gateway is the way by which we can connect our private subnet to our internet world. We can change our private subnet and get the connection of internet in our EC2 instance or in our subnet. Okay, so we are going to create an internet gateway. We are giving name as mjstudy hyphen ig as an internet gateway, and just create it. So here you see that the internet gateway is created and it gives us option to attach to a VPC. So we are going to attach this to our VPC which we created, custom VPC mjstudy underscore VPC, and we attached it with our VPC. So you see that this internet gateway is successfully attached with your VPC. Now what changes we need to do, what configuration we need to do in our route table, in our subnets. In subnets there is no configuration required. In route table we need to configure. In route table what we need to configure, first we need to go to this route table, and here you found the route rules over here. Before that, what we need to do, we need to associate our subnet, that this route table is specifically configured for which subnet ID. So this route table is specifically configured for mjstudy subnet 1. So we are saving this, and now this route table, whatsoever configuration we will do is automatically reflected to this subnet's configuration. And now what we can do, we are routing the internet to this subnet. So how we can route, we need to edit the rule, and we need to add the rule as 0.0.0.0/0 as the destination IP, and the target is our internet gateway. You can found so many targets over here, you can use accordingly. We are going to use internet gateway as our target, and the internet gateway which we created recently. So we are going to save these changes. Yeah, as you see, the changes are saved successfully, and now we are good to connect with this instance. So we are closing this window and we reconnect with this instance. So here all the things are same, public IP, private IP, and now you see that we are able to connect with this instance. So, and now we are going to ping google.com, and you can see that our VPC, our custom VPC, our private subnet changed to public subnet and gives us internet connection in our EC2 instance. So by this you can get the internet connection in your private subnet. Yeah, thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubt, feel free to comment below. Please like, share and subscribe mjstudy. Goodbye.